bring in more and bring in our guest. He's the president and co-founder of the Rachad Movement. Mourad Dhina joins us now from Geneva. Mourad, good to have you on the show. Now, what sort of political scenarios do you foresee playing out here?
So, good evening. Well, you have to understand that the key issue in Algeria is not only the case of the fifth term of Abdelaziz Bouteflika. What is at stake now, and has been for actually more than a few decades, is the very nature of the regime in Algeria. It has been some sort of clear dictatorship. The role of the military has been overwhelming. Let's not forget that Abdelaziz Bouteflika was brought to power by the military. So now what is at stake is not the fifth term of Abdelaziz Bouteflika, which in any way is bound to be a matter of months or weeks or even hours, and he's gone. What is at stake and has been clearly expressed by the protesters, which were by the millions yesterday, is that they want a radical change in the system of governance of Algeria, mainly going to a true republic that would give the true meaning of a rule of law and of democracy in the country, which has not been implemented up to date.
Okay. You say it's the regime, but what about the economy? Because the country also has a fairly high number of unemployment rate, especially when it comes to the country's youth.
Actually, this is one of the reasons I mentioned the regime, because what this regime has been able to do is he has been actually to create something absolutely unacceptable. With huge resources, Algeria has huge resources. This government, this regime is leading the whole country towards a dead end economically, politically, on any level. So the economic problems are actually not a problem for for Algeria as a country. It is something which has been created, and the main reason for it, if not the only reason for it, is the very nature of this regime in Algeria.
What type of role do you see the military playing in all this?
Well, of course, they would not want to quit the scene and give the last say to the people. They will try every trick, every method to remain in power. But I think that the message has been so clear, not only yesterday, but through already let's say, 2 or 3 decades. Algeria has gone through very big hardships, even since its independence. Let's not forget that, as a matter of fact, and a very big symbol, that there was one dead yesterday, one dead person who happens to be the son of the first Algerian president, which has been deposited by the army itself in 1962. That's Mr. Ben Khadda. And since then, the military has been always, putting in and fabricating presidents and imposing a democratic facade only, which needs to be ended now. And I think the people who has been by the millions settled in the street will not anything but a real change to put the army really as a republican army, as a constitutional army, but which would obey a civilian regime. And unfortunately, Abdelaziz Bouteflika, because he came with a deal with the military, was not able or did not simply want that to put that into practice.
All right. The president and co-founder of the Rachad Movement, Mourad Dhina, thank you very much for joining us and for your analysis.